17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. 48 Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Ready?
But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Easy.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vantage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 53 yards. This is something that we know that they like to do, incorporating him out of the backfield into their passing attack.
And it's not just a check down option either. This is a full part of their offense, and they rely on the fact that they can get the ball in his hands.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Now Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8.
Check, 48, the mic. Let's go one more.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
46.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Breeze going to throw. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Randy Gregory. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze. And the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here they come, second and 10 now from the 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on third. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 25. Check 25. Under.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? You ready? Come on.
Mike 54.
Breeze now on first down. Going to throw deep for the... And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now he's going to send this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how it... And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Thomas the intended target. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Oh, 2.
48 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Heavy, got heavy.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think the last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. 2nd and 10. 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 2 Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And some space here. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, kill! 48.
Hey, exit. Me and you all day.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Breeze. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Prescott to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
48 mark.
Go.
Defense, let's get it together. Check, 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And got his man complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Now a first throw here in overtime. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? 5-9.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
I don't even know why this team's showing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Murray. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
95-56, 95-56.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
7 yards there and a first down.
Yellow lady, yellow lady.
On first down, Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The busy night continues for Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Partner, a great.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Saints, and they'll get to stay home again.